Hey YouTube, welcome back. As you can see in the video description, this is going to be a box opening or unboxing. Recently, maybe you have seen one of my videos in which I was ranting about Victorinox. I showed you this Victorinox Spartan here. Basically a nice knife, but I was complaining that Victorinox doesn't seem to do a lot to innovate in the industry, and that I was looking for a new Victorinox but just couldn't find any model that I truly wanted, because either they're too pricey, or they're not in production anymore, or they have features that you don't want, or they make you pay extra for not having those features, right, on an unusual model maybe. And also, what's up with the can opener, right? So I showed you that, and so I was looking for another light EDC knife, and it's not going to be a Victorinox, as you may or may not have guessed. Right? In fact, you can read it in the description, right? This is going to be another SanRenMu. It comes in this envelope. It comes again from fasttech. I get a lot of stuff from fasttech. They have always been good with my orders, so I like getting things from fasttech. And so let's have a look if this is the EDC knife that I was looking for, right? If it's a small utility knife with some screwdriver functions, and just basically a durable knife with a nice blade steel, nice blade shape, that can be used for tinkering and fixing and repairing things. We're going to open the package now. Here is the NLAN EL06 that I also showed you in another video just before. Let's have a look. Whoa. Durable. There. Alright. So, put the envelope to the side. Papers. Yes, right. Just a basic order statement. No price specified, because they always cheat on the shipping invoices, right? Here on the envelope it also says, I don't know if you can see it. It says here electronic component, and the price only $7 US, which is about 30–40% off what I actually paid for it. What I actually paid for it is about $11 US. So they always cheat on these invoices for tax purposes. But all right. So now here we go with the SanRenMu 798. Is it? Does it say here? Oh, 789. It says here. And you see they do have a new box. The box now looks like this, a little bit classier than the box that they used to have, which some people might like. Some people might think, oh, that's a waste of money. It also says here they are in the business since 1998. Oh, that's 17 years by today. All right, so let's open it, right? See if the new box is indeed worth the money. Okay, yeah. What else might be in here? Oh. Aha. So, alright, carton, throw away. Here is a little booklet on the side. It's in a slot for it. Aha. Folding knife instruction. Oh, it's in fact the instruction booklet for this particular knife. That's nice. Gives you a lot of data here, like the picture of the knife, and additional functions like bottle opener and screwdriver, pocket clip. And here some information about the blade. 66mm blade, 2.6 inches. Oh, 2.6 inches long. Okay. And the overall length 162. Weight 68 grams. That's probably all correct like this. On the back side, Just some more information, but in plenty of languages. Is it? No, no, it's only in English and in Chinese. Okay, the company, the product features, quality assurance, attention. The blade is razor sharp. Be careful and attentive when using them. When using it. Store your knife out of the reach of children. Note, all knives sold in mainland China do not have a lock, since they are not subject to the carrying ban law. Yeah, SanRenMu makes a lot of small folders these days, right? And also maybe plenty of non-locking knives. I guess that's so that they can also sell them in mainland China. But now let's go to the knife, right? And the knife is in here quite well. There you go. It's a small knife, right? I have about medium-sized hands. It's a small knife. Or we can compare it to the Victorinox, right? So this is the standard 91mm Victorinox, and so this SanRenMu is a bit longer, about 6-7 millimeters, but not much. Okay, put that again to the side. So the handle is FRN. Feels good. Feels new, and well, feels it doesn't feel slippery. It feels, I don't know, it feels useful. Okay, now this blade is non-locking, but it has these little hands that you might have seen before that push onto the blade and into some indents in the blade, so that the blade will not close so easily. So this also means this blade has a flipper, but it's probably not going to flip all that easily. It's in fact quite stiff right now. You could maybe still do something about it. Oh, it's actually not too bad. After I have adjusted this a little bit, and after I've greased it a little bit more, this is probably going to flip. It's just not a knife that's ever going to flip really well. It's just probably going to be possible. So anyway, this is the blade, 66mm, and they claim that this is 12C27 Sandvik steel, which I love. It's great steel for great knife steel. Here's some information. It says here, Windrunner design, designed by Mr. or Mrs. Windrunner, which may or may not be his or her real name. But okay, I can live with that. There's some grease here already, that's good. And so yeah, smallish blade, about the length of well, my small finger, or my index finger. Not too long, not too small. I can live with that. And as you can see, it has this locking, non-locking feature. So you have to bear down on it, and then you can close the blade. And of course, the flipper here will also give you another safety option here, right? You won't, even if you grossly misuse this knife, it won't close on your hand because of this, and because of this safety feature. Okay, so that's the blade. Let's see if it's sharp, shall we? Here's a piece of paper. Is the blade sharp? Oh yeah, oh very much so. It's in fact also a bit thinner than I expected. I expected that to be a bit beefier. But okay, thinner blade is not a bad thing. I cannot tell you. I would think that's hollow ground, but I cannot tell you right now for sure. Now okay, let's see what else there is, right? Because there are supposed to be more features to this. So let's, mosquito. So let's close this, click, and then check. Nice click also when closing. There are these hands on the side, right, that push on the blade, and they have balls in them. So when the blade is closed, they also go into a detent, and that clicks into place nicely. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah. Now let's see what else there is. So there are two more tools on the back side of the blade, and you already saw that in the instruction manual. One of them is this one, that also on this particular model is spring loaded. The spring is part of the liner, And so we have here a slightly flattened Phillips driver. I hope you can see it well. And a box cutter, not box cutter, seatbelt cutter or rope cutter. I don't know how useful that is. I didn't bring any rope. I only have this paper. Let's see. Roll it up. And I dropped the camera. But yes, that does indeed cut through this little piece of paper, even though it's rolled up. I don't know if that's a useful feature or not. It's okay. Still better than a can opener, right, on the Victorinox, because that thing really has no purpose whatsoever in modern times. And so yeah, you see, Phillips screwdriver and rope cutter on this tool. And as I said, there's a bit of spring tension here, so that should click into place, and it does. The downside of this, so right, the spring is part of the liner here, and so that means the liner cannot at the same time go around the tool. So that means the tool is not surrounded by a steel liner. So there is a, it's enclosed only with this FRN handle scale and this plastic backspacer. It's still, if you were to pry on it, you could probably break it. The solution would be don't pry on it. Use this for light tasks. You will be totally fine when you're screwing screws, right? Because you're pushing on it, and well, screwing screws isn't really that hard to do. Just if you were to use that for prying something open, well, then you better use the blade or some other tool and not this screwdriver. And then on the other side, so there is a second screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and a bottle opener. Again, that is spring-loaded too, same mechanics. A little screwdriver. Again, I don't have any screws on me. We are out in the forest, but it's a screwdriver. It's probably gonna fit. You can see they are short, right? They don't have a lot of reach, but that also makes them small, so they fit into this small knife. Click. Again, for an EDC utility task, I think that's quite suitable. You could use it like this too, right? Quite usable, I think. And bottle opener. Not that I need it to open a lot of bottles, but okay. And that is the SanRenMu 7089. You can also buy that in green, I saw. And there are some more variants of this knife, different model numbers that are not exactly the same as this one. One of them doesn't have the flipper option. Maybe one of them has different tools, has a can opener, which I personally dislike very much. But so yeah, there are different variants of this very knife. I also will include at the bottom a link to a picture of this knife, disassembled, where you can see how all the parts go together. And this knife does have a lot of parts. It's quite interesting, really. It's a smallish knife, but still it uses a lot of parts. I must say I like it. It's small. It's basically what I was looking for. Pocket clip. The pocket clip is one position only. Yeah, it's a SanRenMu pocket clip. Not too great, but also nothing to complain about. Cut out here. That's alright. For lanyard, there's this tab here, and that's that. However, again, this is not a metal backspacer. It's plastic, right? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is plastic. It has some texturing on one side, but only on the one side, not on the other. That's fine. And I'll show you then one day after I have maybe greased that a little bit and adjusted that a little bit, if the knife does indeed flip. So now maybe if we try really hard, we could make it. Nah, it's just too stiff right now. It's not gonna flip. Maybe one day it will, so you know, after a few days. That is the SanRenMu 7089. I'll keep you posted how this turns out. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.